Hey girlies. So do y'all want y'all stilettos to look like this? Come on, I'm finna show you. So first and foremost, we make a cut at the top of the nail, cutting diagonally. Now when you do this part, it does not have to be perfect, but it should look something like this. Now that you got that part, you're gonna cut diagonally on the other side. So you're basically cutting in a V. Now you should have a point at the top of your nail. It should look something like this. You should end up with like a house looking shape, or like a pentagon, really. Now mind you, this is just the first step. This is the beginning, so we have to trust the process. It doesn't have to look perfect quite yet, because we haven't even started going in with the filing yet. So as you see, I'm going in again, and I'm cutting on one side diagonally, and then I'm going to cut on the other side of the nail diagonally. And one piece of advice that I can give is to be careful while you're doing this step, because I not once but twice have cut myself doing this step, so just keep that in mind. And then once you have your nail shaped, it should look something like this. Not too perfect yet, but we just got the excess nail off so we can start with the filing. And an additional tip that I may add is that you might not cut every nail evenly or perfect. They might look a little different, and that's okay, because we haven't done the filing yet. Once we get the filing done, that's when, you feel me. But as you can see right here, I'm going in and I am removing the shine from the nail, and I'm shaping up the side walls of the nail. Now this is an important part of making your stiletto give that stiletto shape. Whenever I'm shaping a nail too, I like to go in with my e-file first. Now mind you, I'm not using any fancy drill either. Like, this is a drill that I bought on Amazon years ago. And as you can see, it's getting the job done. We're getting a sharper point at the end of the stiletto, and it's making the nail look more T. We're not finished yet, but it's getting there. We trust in the process too. And a reminder, always try to be light-handed with the drill. You don't want to be too heavy-handed, because you don't want to take off more nail than you can afford to lose. So keep that in mind as well. Now as we finish up with the e-file, you can see that the nail looks sharper, well, pointier, and more in its defined shape rather than when we first started. Right. Like I said, after the last step, we're not at the end yet, so continue to trust the process, okay? Now as you see, I'm going back in on another nail, and I'm taking the shine off of the nail. Now I don't think that this step is very what's the word like, you don't have to do it, but it's beneficial in my opinion, because it helps the acrylic adhere to the nail better. And just as I mentioned previously, you want to try to be gentle with the drill. Don't be too heavy-handed, because you don't want to put dents into the nail. You don't want to file too hard and you mess up the nail tip. And we all know what they say. They say the tortoise wins the race. So please take your time. Don't rush. We got to work on quality first, so we can't really work on our speed. Take your time, because if you go slow, as you continue to learn and you continue to keep shaping your nails, you will eventually get faster. So right now, we're just going to work on getting the defined shape down. Do not worry about your speed, please. Now, as you can see, I'm still going in with my e-file on the sidewall of the nail, just trying to get the shape a little bit more cleaner, a little bit more defined. Keep the shape pointy, because here at onyxkreationss, we already know them stilettos, they stay sharp, okay? Your shape should come out something like this. Now if it doesn't look exactly like this, it's okay, because mind you, we still haven't went in with the hand file yet. And I know using both files may seem like a lot, but in order to get that crisp and sharp, nice stiletto, we're going to use both files, and it's gonna look good. Now here I go in with my handy dandy hand file. So we're going to file the sidewall of the nail. We're trying to get it flat at the bottom. We don't want no bumps, no curves, no hills, none of that. Honestly, the hand file really helps us out in the end, because it smooths everything out. Because the e-file does play a really big part, But the hand file, it just seems like you have more control over it. And you could be heavier, like with your hand. You could be more heavy-handed than you are with the e-file. So it gives you that more crisp and sharper point, like I said. Like I said previously, though, you don't want to take off more nail than you can afford to lose. So don't be too heavy-handed, okay? But you should come out with something like this. Now your nail is shaped. You're ready for acrylic application, polygel application. Any application, you're ready. Like, yeah, get into the sharpness. Like, what? But I'll see y'all next time. Bye, girlies.